on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Still going strong. Star Lotulelei on the tackle. His 3rd year in Buffalo after 5 previously with the Carolina Panthers.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's caught left side by John Brown. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
3-yard gain on the play.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Byron Jones.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Powers through him. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To go.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now the former Cal Bear, it's Patrick Laird. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Complete.
It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 42 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Bell. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Allen's throw is complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bills 7, Dolphins nothing.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Matt Breida on the carry.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now 2nd and 6.
Play action. Now it's Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
12 yards.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running?
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. From the gun, it's Tua. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where he appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020, start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run with Breida. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on
defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Off the option, that's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Dolphins 14. Bills.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Le'Veon Bell.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tackled at the 46.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he whips that one incomplete there. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Breida.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal. They run forward with Breida, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A final shot before half for Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at his own 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Bell, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 45 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's Breida. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and 5.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
This is Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Tua going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Play fake. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Now Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Dolphins 24, Bills 10. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Bills' first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. And again, it's Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Allen again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
4th down.
They'll go for it with Bell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Bell. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of...
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 30.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. To throw is Tua. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Back to throw. Allen. Finding Knox there. Complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think
from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. 59 yards.
First down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to John Brown.
John Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
His kick
and it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Dolphins nothing.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now.
A 28-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
5-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like